Imagine getting the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to interview Cristiano Ronaldo and having that happen. But listen, let's take football's irreverent moments to another level. For example, if a player faces a prison sentence because of that moment. It all started in 2019, because Nice was hoping that Lamina's Diaby would be her secret weapon. So he practiced day and night to make their dreams a reality. He suffered a severe ankle injury. Nice quickly lost confidence in him and replaced him with Casper Dolberg. And listen, this is where it gets rude, because Kasper immediately attracted attention when he appeared on the scene. He had one of the best seasons of his career. However, because of this, Ramina could not sleep at night. Every day, he felt his worth reduced to zero. So he sat in the shadows, jealously making plans. One day during training, Lamina sneaks into Kasper's locker and does the unthinkable. So Kasper came to the locker room after practice and noticed something was missing. His $76,000 watch. The club then launched a comprehensive police investigation, narrowing down the suspects to Kasper's teammates. And after living in fear for several days, Ramina finally admitted the truth. Lamina's soccer contract was terminated because he stole Kasper's most valuable possession. But at least his irreverent moments didn't cost hundreds of thousands like Mario Balotelli's prank wars. That's because, in 2011, Mario moved to Manchester City and took his game to a new level. But there was a big problem. He decided to cause chaos just because he was bored. One day, when Mario showed up for training, he had to share the pitch with Manchester City's youth team. And instead of being a role model for the kids, helping them with their routines, Mario decided to do the right thing and throw an arrow at them. And he said it was just a prank. So this is where things got rude, because Mario's teammates didn't think it was funny. And they knew exactly how to get revenge. If you know anything about Mario, there's one thing he loves more than soccer: his Maserati. Mario's teammates knew he was planning a vacation and had left his whip behind. So this was the perfect opportunity to be rude. As Mario flies away, they search for a parked car to leave him a small gift. But I don't think Mario asked Santa to do that, because when Mario got home after 2 weeks, he just wanted to drive in the middle of the night and try the bangers. But when he got to the car, it smelled even worse than mine. He must have hated our son because they ruined his $200,000 car and filled it with rotten fish. Our boy Mario is worth $95 million. He needs to buy another wig. On the other hand, Mauro Icardi's behavior was so disrespectful that he almost got killed. Sometimes, people think in the wrong head. And for Icardi, it all started as a child, because he loved soccer growing up. And interestingly, his idol was Maxi Lopez. So they finally met. But who would have imagined that this would be the start of a global controversy? Fast forward to 2011. McCartney made his way to the big leagues. He quickly became a top athlete, and the club recognized that he could be soccer's next superstar. So they wanted to surround him with the best teammates, and who better to include than his idol? The two thus became buddies on and off the field. He started hanging out, and we became best friends. But then it became rude, because at the time, Maxi was married to supermodel Wanda Nara, and she could see where this is going. Icardi and Maxi were close, but Icardi and Wanda became even more intimate. Maxi noticed that, so she pulled Icardi aside and asked, "Hey, are you clapping for your wife's boss?" So was Icardi, but that wasn't even the craziest part. Maxi and Wanda left each other. If they get divorced, Icardi will at least try to save their friendship, and Icardi will marry Wanda and give Wanda a tattoo of the names of all of Maxi's children. It would be a better idea to include it. This was an unprecedented level of disrespect, and Maxi received a call out of nowhere. And they offered to not only ruin Icardi's career, but also put an end to his life. Because he chose his best friend from all the girls in the world. And that was the rudest thing they'd ever heard. Until 2014. Unless Lee Mansell was being rude. What he did was questionable. At that time, with just a few days left until Christmas, people around town were decorating and spreading Christmas cheer. Still, although a cold winter wind was blowing at Memorial Stadium, the game was not being played. The only team playing was Bristol Rovers, so it quickly got hot. It was on the Christmas list, but who would have thought this game would be a showdown between midfielders? In the 74th minute, with Bristol leading 3-2, Lee Mansell got into an altercation with Gateshed's golden boy because he missed the words "enough, man." Not only did you embarrass yourself on live TV, but the guy also told you that your breasts stink. But please don't hate my child. Because he had a great season, this team was on a 5-game losing streak, so I don't know how much that mattered. But I'll give him time. But when Seamless arrived for the game against Werder Bremen, he knew it was time to end the losing streak. Now or never. That's because they were playing a team that had yet to win a game in 2 months. So he knew it was time to fill out the application if he lost. But he was confident and willing to be slighted. Both teams were excited, and our boy Celis had a great chance just 30 minutes into the game. He lined up in the penalty shootout and sealed his deal. However, there were still 60 minutes left. Celis' performance gave the team a 1-0 lead, but things remained quiet until stoppage time. In the last 90 minutes, Celis finally wanted to end things. Oh, you should have seen that after the first goal. At least Celis didn't hurt anyone, because what Zlatan has done isn't just controversial. He wanted to be inducted into the Irreverent Kickflick Hall of Fame. In 2019, he had to tell NLS who his father was. So when he signed up for the Galaxy, he was virtually unstoppable. However, Zlatan did not feel that the players respected him, so he thought he had to disrespect them. And heading into the highly anticipated match, he did something no other player had dared to do. Galaxy took an early lead from the jump, but while most stars remain humble and let their play speak for itself, Zlatan has a different physique, so it took a little while for things to heat up. During the match, Zlatan was strangely obsessed with one man, and for 60 minutes, Zlatan could not contain himself. He grabbed this guy and threw him to the ground. Not only did Zlatan tell him to like the video and subscribe, but he also said, "I hurt you, you just watch. There's enough time. I will do that." Wow, Zlatan, I didn't know you took a shot like that, brother. But listen, when Zlatan was asked about that time, his explanation was simple. The match was too easy. He had to piss everyone off. But wait, it gets better. Of course, things turned around when he threw his opponent to the ground, and just 3 minutes later, RSL scored the equalizing goal to turn things around and tie the game. And it all depended on the last few minutes. But we all know Zlatan. That's why he's alive. In the 77th minute, the Galaxy knew they had a chance. Not only did Zlatan want to seal his deal, but he also turned his defender into a meme. His cross was decided and the score, Ibromovic, and 2-1 Galaxy. Imagine a 6-foot-tall psychopath screaming in your face from among the crowd. That's not even the craziest football story I've ever heard. Imagine a player moves into a haunted house and flees the country in fear. Please think about it. Another player scored a goal, and the fans killed him. You don't have to think about it. Click here for this video. While these moments may live on in infamy, they also serve as lessons for future generations of players and fans alike. Let's not forget the importance of fair play, humility, and sportsmanship in a game that unites millions around the world. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments which disrespectful football moment stood out the most to you. And as always, stay tuned for more exciting content on the world of football.